All right. Okay, so I'm gonna do a quick stream here. It's been a bit, and I thought I would see if I could get some work done here in Marvelous. Last we left off on our character, we were about to start working on posing. Well, I went ahead and took her into ZBrush and transposed the first pose. There's going to be a couple of poses we're doing, but this is the first museum pose. This will be the one that we use to display her in with studio lighting, not necessarily the diorama, which is going to have like scene lighting and a bunch of effects and stuff. So this is the museum pose that we'll be showing off in Unreal. So what we want to work on is her cape. So here we are in Marvelous Designer, and there are two different versions of the cape we're making. One for her classic look, and one for the her modern look. As of right now, this is the classic look. So I'm gonna start making a pattern over here. The cape, if you can see from the reference material, it kind of originates from the centerpiece here, which it's from a jewel, but I don't have the jewel here, but you get the idea. I think what we're gonna do is probably, I think, create a hole for the garment right around here. Create some pulling, have it crest over the shoulder and behind her, with the inner part of the cape red and the outer part black. And I think we'll probably make it in streams or like tathers. So that's the plan. You know, let's see how it goes. I am nowhere near as some of my friends are when it comes to using Marvelous Designer. I still consider myself pretty new to it. I use it. I've used it here and there. I like to sculpt a lot of my details after I leave a Marvelous Designer, but to get the primary forms, shapes, you know, I use the app to create the overall like the main pieces. All right, so I'm gonna start making a pattern right now, and we're gonna go ahead and start off with like what would be the center point, but I'm gonna make it off here to the side, and as we can imagine, it's gonna look like a triangular shape that then crest out from like a point of a triangle, but then squares off and falls off. And I'm probably gonna make I'm gonna probably break it up in different asymmetrical streams so that it looks kind of tethered. So yeah. Hey, Mariano, what's up, man? How's it going, buddy? It's been a bit. Can you hear me okay? How's the audio? Can you hear the music? Can you hear me? You're gonna be my guy. You're gonna be my the person I go to when it comes to getting the feedback. All right, awesome. You're just in time. We're in Marvelous Designer, and we're gonna start designing a cape. Pretty easy garment, but a garment nonetheless. So I'm gonna start off with a pattern that does. I'm gonna say like that, and then this. Let's see what happens when I do. Trying to think about the shape that I want to create here for the cape. Let's see that. How you been, man? What's going on with you? Yeah. Any new progress? Let's see. You're working on the. Oh yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about getting mine into Unreal as well. We're not there yet though. Now you really got to show me how the progress is going, especially now that you're on Unreal. That's awesome. Alright. So this is our first little attempt here. You can see that the neck hole is already way too big, so we're going to go in here and just... Let's get this closer, but right there. And because we duplicated this symmetrically with sewing, everything I do on one side is going to be reflected on the other, which is amazing. All I'm doing is hitting spacebar to sim the garment. So I'm just going to kind of grab it here and place it on her shoulders proper. So what I need to do is pin this in this area over here. It's obviously still too big. Resend after scaling it. Initially, I was kind of thinking of maybe having her hands kind of grab the cape a little bit. Maybe have one hand over here kind of grabbing it. Maybe this one. That's why I've kind of left the hands a little bit stationary for now. I'm not sure yet exactly how we're going to do that or what we're going to do. As you can see, it's a very jagged, messed up kind of pattern, but it needs to be like that because it's like a really worn out cape that she's wearing, that she's carrying with her. Can make this a little bit longer. In fact, I'm debating on whether I'm going to make this cape touch the ground. I think it's fine where it's at right now. I'm going to go ahead and readjust this neck hole again, make it smaller. Oops. Hit spacebar again. And now we're getting a little bit closer to what we're trying to target as far as size is concerned. Because ultimately it's going to go under the collar that she has on right now. I think we made it too small. Let's go ahead and get back over here. I think we can actually bring in, oops. Yeah, something like this. You know what? I think I'm actually going to bring these torn areas further down. Oops. I'm pressing W to hold on a second. I'm pressing, oh, there you go. Okay, cool. Looking good. I'm going to bring it up on the stream so we can look at it together. Look at that. Awesome. Man, you've made a lot of progress since the first time you took a jab at this. Like the shapes, the forms, and everything starting to make more sense. I might want to reduce the green kind of oxidation you have going on with the gold. I'm assuming that's what that's supposed to be. Maybe tone that down a little bit. Same thing with like the red going on in here. A little bit more subtle. But it makes good contrast and it helps break up the shape some more. It's looking pretty cool though. So you're still working on the hair, right? This is the old one. Oh, okay, okay. It's all gone. Gotcha, gotcha. Good deal, man. If you're just joining or if you just popped onto the stream, we're working in Marvelous Designer, creating a cape. An asymmetrical, kind of torn up, tethered cape like our character is wearing. We have quite a few things we need to do. I'm trying to figure out, let's see exactly how much extra cape I should have. I have to get rid of this little lip that I created here. Oops, get rid of that. Cancel. Let's move this pin. Great. I'm trying to simulate where the pin is going to be at, or where the cape centers in, like right here around this jewel. So I'm holding W once I sim the cloth. I'm going to try to, if it'll let me, grab the pin and bring it about right there. So what we need to do is maybe give ourselves a little bit more cloth here. And because I consider myself a bit of a novice here in Marvelous, you'll see me fumble around and make a lot of janky adjustments to the garment, but it's all for the purposes of just trying to get the right shape and form. And a lot of what I'm going to do after this, eventually, when I go to ZBrush, is refinement. Yeah. See, I'm thinking I need to add. Let's see, let's edit the pattern, and we'll add some points. Right there. And I'm going to add some more points. Maybe we make this wider. Sim that. What the heck? Get out of there. Alright, let's start making these come down to a point. let's see. What do we want to do? To let's make the neck hole a little bit larger. Because it's kind of a unique garment. I don't really have a lot of reference for something like this, so I'm kind of winging it. So you guys are going through the whole iterative process with me. Let's go on ahead and sim this with a little bit more resolution. Looks kind of cool. Let's see, what else do we want to do? I'm going to there's something I was trying to do and I already forgot what I was trying to do. I went ahead and added some more simulated width to the cloth, as well as some more realistic simulation of the cloth and how it's gonna actually look. This is gonna take obviously it makes it chug a little bit more, but you do get a more realistic simulation of what you're trying to achieve. And doesn't it look cool? Alright, let me bring the particle distance back up to 10. let me go ahead and just put this back up to like 15. Let's bring the tethered parts down to so it's simming pretty good, but still not quite achieving what I want to do here. You know, I think I kind of like the idea of it cresting over one side more than the other. Nah, never mind. I want it over his shoulder. Yeah, it's more like it. I still need to... Oh, I know what I'm going to do. Another way you can tell that I'm not a pro at Marvelous Designer, I depend a lot on pins and not necessarily the garment I created. Like, I will pin something to hell to make sure I get the exact right amount of folds, as opposed to making sure I design it the way it's supposed to with the right amount of folds. You know what I mean? Like, you could design a garment to fold and react exactly how you want it to. Just kind of adjusting the back of the neck hole. I mean, ideally, this is kind of what I'm hoping to, the look I'm trying to go for. But I kind of want the cape to flow out a little bit more. Let me do that right there. That there. Get around her leg. Let me see. I'm just really quick moving it and then tapping holding W and then tapping the cloth so I can pin it real quick while it's in midair. When I do that, that gives me a little bit more to, gives me some leeway here, or some gives me a way to see exactly where this stuff is at. I'm just grabbing the pin now and kind of keeping it. All right, so let's pin this a little bit like right there. Now, since this is a museum pose that I'm working on, I'm not worried about how this is gonna. I like for the diorama, the cloak is gonna fly and be moving around in different places. I know, there's like so much. Yeah, it's like you just don't know what to do with it, right? There's just so much 3D. But yeah, We out here. This is what we're doing. Oh, it's 2 o'clock and I haven't even had my coffee yet. How's everybody doing today on Saturday? You know what? Whoever is in here right now with me on Saturday afternoon, morning, evening, whatever it is for you, thank you. I appreciate that. I really appreciate the company. It's been like 2 or 3 weeks maybe since I last streamed, so I'm really happy that I got peeps on here to join me. Normally I do like a little announcement thing too on Instagram, but I didn't really have time to. Like I knew I wanted to stream, I just didn't know when I was going to be able to. So I'm pretty glad that I was able to get a little bit of time in to do this. Let me go ahead and add a little bit more, a few more pins here, or I'm sorry, some more points. Ooh. Oh, I know. Like, yeah, you called it. You know, you called it. I thought about you. I was like, man, you know, Adam said it. He said it was gonna. You said in 6, right? Yeah, you said 6. Yeah, that was good stuff, man. Like I thought maybe it was gonna get a little competitive, and then like Jokic and all those other dudes were like, oh wait, never mind. No, we gotta close this shit out. And they did close it out. Man, it was impressive what they did against the team that steamrolled into that position by like beating. They had like the toughest road. Like the Heat had a really tough road to get there. But yeah, good stuff. You saw Ja Morant got like suspended for like 25 games for acting like a thug. Ridiculous. Like one of your primary objectives for your job is to make sure you keep a squeaky clean like image, and this dude's out there on Instagram live waving guns around and shit. Idiot. No sympathy, like none whatsoever. Like what a moron. Get paid to play professional sports. Still act a fool. No, I didn't. Dude, if Lil Wayne's trying to help you out, like, god damn, that's how far you've fallen. If like Lil Wayne is the voice of reason. Shit. Really? I mean, I think I'd take Wayne's call. If Lil Wayne was like, Raj, you gotta slow down with this 3D. I might listen to him. Wow. What an asshole. Like, if it was Ja Rule, then I'd send that shit so fast to voicemail. But, like, it's Wayne, dude. I'd listen to Lil Wayne. I mean, who else is trying to call him? Scrub. I'm pretty sure the commissioner's been trying to call him. Ew. Also, like, how bad does this hurt him, like, financially? I'm wondering if he, like, that's without getting paid, you know. Like, dude, the two Jaws wanted to talk, right? Like, how many Jaws are out there? Tony Ja Rule, Ja Morant. So much Ja. Alright, let's see. Let's add some more points here. Maybe that's the only reason he wanted to call him. Is like, dude, I don't even know any other Jaws. And this Jaw needs help. I'm gonna call him. Dude doesn't even answer. Psh, feels bad. Oh, you know what? Let me delete these points and make this. All right, so now I'm gonna go to the shrinkage over here. We're gonna put this to like 140. See what it does. By holding W and tapping the pin you have, it makes it disappear, by the way. Did I go the wrong way? I think I went the wrong way. I think this is the one. Oh no! I made it exponentially longer. I mean, it's gonna look kind of cool if it's draped on the floor, but that's not what we wanted to do. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to 90 and then put this at 150. And we'll unpin that. Let's see how it flows now. This is looking pretty cool. Yeah, we a marvelous designer, buddy. So marvelous. So much marvelous? Ah, damn. It's that kind of day. Yeah, man, we're simming this this cloth. Trying to get the right look for Miss Madeline Pryor. Like, I like the idea of it. I don't know. I like the idea of having it crest over his shoulder, but I just don't know exactly how much. Maybe I should have it just pull back over around it. Put a pin right there. Okay, yeah, that looks kind of cool. Alright, we're going to do a test here. And because I have my esteemed group of colleagues and friends on here with me, keeping me company, I have at my disposal some great opinions ready to be had. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to pin this right back here. Let's see, I'm going to pin this back. I'm going to ask you guys what looks better. Hey, too much. Yeah, man. You absolutely need to. Like, I don't know. Marvelous Designer is such a valuable and powerful tool. Like, it's basically the it's essential, like in the like as far as 3D pipeline now. Like, you really want to sim close, this is what you do. Damn it! Let this pin go. There you are. Like, there's, I mean, don't get me wrong, I think there's still some value to sculpting, but This saves so much more time to create the garment and then sim it like this. Okay, so here it is over his shoulders like that. Do we like that? What we could do, let's go ahead and add a little bit more. Let's get crazy with it. 70. This is going to add a lot more cloth to the width of it. So we'll get some more of those big, like, those deep column folds. Right? Yeah, I think so too. It's like definitely more bold, you know? Thing is, I'm gonna have to do this cape thing again, more than likely, because I got to do the version that's gonna be for the diorama. Let's put that there like that. Because yeah, there's gonna be a version for the diorama, and then there's the stationary version of her standing like this. I feel like, what's going on here? This middle part needs to be longer, and it seems like these edges got longer. Let's go ahead and bring. I'm gonna edit pattern. I'm gonna grab this here. So there's behind the shoulder. And then I thought about, like, do I have her actually hold it? Should I clench her hand and have her actually hold it onto it, like pulling it back, maybe? Like, I'd have to pose the hand a little bit more, but like as if she was pulling it back like that or holding it there. This is one of my favorite things about like 3D. It's just like the limitless possibilities of all the things I want to do. Whatever my imagination can think of, like, I can execute it, you know? So let's say I sculpt the hand and kind of, like, you know, move it around. Do I have her like hold the cape like that? Or should she just be standing defined and, like, you know, like, what if, is she holding it with both? No, I think I like the idea of it just free flowing there. Yeah. Like, I thought about her holding the cape back right there, and then in this hand, like a goblet or something. I thought, like, what if she had like some kind of wine glass or something? But I was like, no. It's a museum pose. Museum pose. Just keep it vanilla and keep it to where, you know, we're just seeing the model on full display. Save all the expression for the diorama. So I think that's what we're gonna do. The thing is, like, once I finish this cloth, I sim this loincloth here. But I got to go back in afterwards and tether it up and do all this extra work here on the sides. So that's next. Once I decide what this is gonna look like. Because I've seen different versions of her that have the cloth over her shoulder and then pulled back. I just don't know exactly which one I want to go with. Like here's, let me see, I'm looking at this one here. See that actually has it to where it's coming down all down here. Like I don't know. I don't really care for that. Let's see this one too. I don't know, maybe. See, that actually looks pretty badass too. See, and even Artgerm had her crest over the sides of her shoulder. Okay, look at this one. Alright, so definitely not pulled all the way back over the shoulder. So let's pull this. Something like that. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. So maybe right there. I don't know. I have his name saved somewhere because I found him on Instagram. It's down there in the corner. Here we go. Tyrum's. Yeah, I don't know what this is. Let me look. Let me see if I can find it real quick. We're gonna find you, dude. We're gonna find you. Instagram. Yeah, Ty Romza. His name is Ty. Yeah, Ty Romza. This is him right here. And there it is. Oh, he did a Destiny too. I thought about doing Destiny. That'd be a fun one. I think I would give her a better face, but now there's anything wrong with this face. But just saying, I think I may give her one that conforms more to her actual like look. But yeah, he did this one. It's pretty good. It does, right? It looks a lot. That's one of the reasons why I like really pulled me to it, because I don't know, man. Like his is the best. I really like what he did. Him, and then this artist over here. This one inspired me quite a bit. Also, David Nakayama's version also inspired me. Like I really like him a lot. I really like his color bleed pieces that he does. He's great, but I actually follow the artist. I'm gonna tag him whenever I post because it was his, it was Artgerm's, and it was. I got it here somewhere. It's a really good one. This one here, this one in the corner, basically. Like this is another primary one that inspired me to do the character, because like that is just wicked. Granted, that jewel is a bit big. Look at that, right? Yeah, I think that I think we're a little bit extra with the jewel, but you know, whatever. Maybe she likes to be bedazzled. It's cool. I'm not gonna judge. But I did reduce the size of the one I'm using. Like, if you look at, where's my Maya? So here she is in Maya. Let me go ahead and bring the classic one. So there's the jewel. The jewel is a little bit more, you know, realistic, and is going to be pulled behind this. So yeah. All right. All right, so what I need to do, I need to create some more. I'm going to end up probably sculpting quite a bit in here. I think what I could do, yeah. All right, so this is going to be interesting. We're going to make this bigger and this bigger. Yeah. You'll see. So right now it looks way too big. Like now she's wearing a poncho. But if I bring this back, I'm going to start getting the grouping of the material that I need, because I really need some more folds going on here. Maybe I bring up that right there. No, this needs to be longer. Something like that. But I need to bring... Yeah. And then... See those folds right there? Those are the type of folds I need to really create the object I'm trying to create here, or the look I'm trying to get. I'll pin that right there. And because I have the shrinkage weft, not left, weft. You heard me right. That's what it is. That's what the attribute is. Okay, don't judge it. It's weft. Because I have that set to a higher value, I'm simulating a wider garment. It's like really create a lot more width to this, but I need that so that I can get those folds that I'm looking for, which is this kind of stuff here. Which is why I added excess material in that area. In fact, like I add a little bit more. It's so interesting to see like the real-time adjustments. That's the beauty of this asset. I'm sorry, this application, is everything you do is real-time. Totally love it. And after I've watched like a bunch of tutorials on Marvelous Designer and like really just getting familiar with it, and there are so many ways to create clothing that the cool part is once you learn the ins and outs and the actual like the flow of how to create garments in Marvelous Designer, you really appreciate the work that goes into real clothes. Like I have so much more respect now for just the seamstress, like seamstresses, and like how they create certain types of modern looking garments or just regular garments. Like everything has a purpose, everything has a look, you know. Yeah, it's just mad respect. Pin out. And you know what? There's like some cool stuff going on here. This will be the type of the edges of the material I'm gonna tether up and probably add like some fibers and all that. All right, so now I'm really curious what this is gonna look like. I have it set to 15. What I'm going to do is I'm going to simulate this at a much higher particle, actually much lower particle distance. So I mean, it's going to be a finer simulation, like a more accurate one. So I'm going to set it to 5, and let's see how it does. And I'm going to hit simulate, and let's just wait a little bit while it calculates it. In the meantime, what's everyone's plan for the weekend? What are we doing? Anything fun going on? Alright, so now that I did that, you can see a more accurate, like... Oh, shoot. Oops. A little too close there. You can see a little bit more accurate pulling going on here on these folds. Thing is, like, this is pulling too much now, I think. So I'm going to go back to this garment. I'm going to set it back to, like, 10 again. I'm going to get rid of this pin here. Put one there. Sim it again. That's pretty good. Yo, what's up with this music? I gotta change this. Sounds good. That sounds like a good little weekend. Let me pick something. Let's do that. Okay, but I'm picking different music right now. Let's see what we get. Let's see what happens. All right. I think I like this. Not sure. Oh yeah, how was that? Yeah. Yeah, you know, I there's like a fine balance of like knowing when to walk away from a project and trying to get your most out of it, but at some point in time you do have to cut it loose, you know. I'm terrible at that though. Like I can turtle on a project that's a personal one for a long time. But again, like if I was only working on Madeline, man, I'd been done a long time ago. I'd be on another character right now. But no. Got life stuff, you know? Really? Underwhelming, huh? Yeah. I saw there's is there a mummy exhibit in town, I think? Or is that an old billboard I saw? Weak. That's pretty disappointing. Alright, let's do this. Oh, nice. Ooh, that's exciting. Have some for me, man. Yeah, I do. I do. I haven't gone to the museum in a while. I try to go whenever there's like a new exhibit, but it's been a minute since I've gone. I know what's happening. I'm trying to think what the last exhibit I saw was. Man, it's been a while. I'm kind of just trying to pin the cloth to create some nice folds. That's what all these little splotches are all over. They're pins. You know what I think? I think this needs to come down over his shoulders more. Okay. Ooh, that's exciting. Fantastic. Thanks for the update, man. Ever since the last update you sent me, I've been pretty stoked about the final product. It's gonna be rad. Can't wait to see it. Can't wait to show it off too. Good job on everything, by the way. And appreciate you finding time to do it all. You know, despite life and you being pulled in different directions. Okay. I really need to get like the middle part here to... Yeah, I made it too short in the middle. Weak. Alright. It's because I added so much width that the wider parts are really coming down to the bottom a lot more. So I need to grab this here. Do a little bit of that. Resim. Pull stuff down. Come on, do it. It's all good, man. It is all good. That Mandalorian helmet you're working on is looking pretty badass too, man. So you're gonna start doing cosplay now, right? That's actually pretty cool. I like this. Ooh, yeah. We're gonna do that. We're gonna stay right there. Okay, so I'm gonna pin. All right, so I'm gonna pin back that part a little bit more and keep this side a little bit longer on, or keep this a little bit more wide. I'm gonna pin that right there. Oh shit, that'd be cool, man. There we go, there we go. All right, I think that's a pretty good simulation of a cape we want to do. The only thing I'm thinking, Luis, my dude, we think, man, like printing this cape. Actually, you know what? I'm not worried about printing this cape. I'm not printing this cape. This isn't going to be printed. Oh, shit. Get out of here. One second. All right. I think we're pleased with this. What does everybody think? Feedback. Let's go. Actually, I gotta start bringing this in more. Be quiet, Adam. Nobody asked you. I didn't ask you about your pin assessment. A little too much grouping going on there. Let me get rid of this. Like, I still have to keep in mind that a lot of what I need to still do with this cape is going to be done in ZBrush. Like, I'm going to refine the shapes a little bit more. Okay. All right. Maybe that's a ticket. Maybe this is it. Also, yeah, so I don't know if you guys missed or not, but I said I was going to do a black cape but red on the inside. All right. So there's that, and then I think I'm going to save this real quick. Before I save, let me do a real quick simulation of 7. Let's see how that looks. Actually, you know what? Let's go back up to 20. No. 20. And let me adjust this pin here. Alright, let's put this back up to 10. What the shit is this? Just hope I get enough fold out of this area here. I don't think I'm going to get them, so let's see. Yeah, a little too much cloth. Let's get this down to 200 again. Well, now we can start the stream. Everything we did, yeah, well, you know, we abide. You know, that's what we do. Yeah, I'm so glad you're here. It's been hard trying to understand what Adam's talking about half the time, you know. I'm like, you realize all I speak is computer talk. He's like using real words. No, he's been good. He's been keeping me company. got him. I got Mariano. I've got Luis in here. We good. Walk it off, Adam. Walk it off. Alright, let me see here. What am I not doing right? I think... yeah, I'm gonna do that. Something like that. All right, I'm going to do that there. This will work. I'm just trying to create an organic kind of flow past the arm. But yeah. Something that wasn't too jagged. I think I'm still going to have to go in here and refine some of these shapes some more. Stop it. There we go. I'm trying to decide exactly what's the point where I should stop and then take this into ZBrush and refine it further. All right, I think this would be a good point to save first. Bring put this in our Madeline Pryor folder. And we're going to save this as Classic Cape. Oh my gosh, can you type today, guy? Here we go. Classic Cape. And now I'm going to sim this with a resolution or a particle distance of, let's go with 5. Let's do that. And we'll let it think on it. We're going to hit spacebar, which simulates, and let it go for a little bit. And then once it's done doing that, or once I like the results, I'm going to export this out. Whoa, it's chugging. I don't like. What is that? This over here looks good. See how I made the stretch. All those pins that I put there created these type of stretching, this type of pulling that's supposed to happen around the neck. I am gonna have to go in and refine this collar because this has to go under or like flush with her neck collar, which is like here. Yeah, this is the low res or quote unquote low res version of it, so, or the like level 1. But okay, so trying to think what doesn't look right. What is this shit right here? All right, we're gonna fix that because that's a bit wonky. Nobody wants wonky. Let's put this back up to particle distance of 15. And I'm wondering if I have like a stray pin in there somewhere. No, maybe. Seems fine. I don't like this part here. This is kind of gross. I don't like it. Yo, Old Navy, cut your shit right. Look at this Old Navy cape over here, man. Not there's anything wrong with Old Navy. I'm always the first to kind of shit whenever I see like a pattern off or I see some clothing like not seamed proper. I always am the first to like bash Old Navy, and it's only because way back in the day, I even have some Old Navy stuff. I'm not shitting on Old Navy. Just hear me out. I had a friend that, this was back in the time before time. Okay, this is like when I was in college, and she worked at Abercrombie. Right. First off, I hated Abercrombie. Everything about Abercrombie is the antithesis of what I feel about clothing. Like, if you're gonna have a baseball cap, you're gonna wear that baseball cap consecutive days, months, maybe in a couple years. You're eventually going to create some tethered edges, a tethered bill, you know, a little front here, it's gonna get a little tathery. But what I'm getting here is after a while it starts to have character, right? Now character isn't necessarily part of clothing, nor do you want all your clothes to have character, because otherwise that means you probably throw it out. But yeah, a little too much character means you throw it out. But like a baseball cap, that's an accessory that like gains. It gets cooler, it gets better. The bill gets more worn in, and it gets more comfy, and it tells a little story. Like your hat starts to tell a story. The more character it has to it, right? If it's falling apart, all right, it's different. But I'm just saying, like if you have a tethered bill, that says you've been wearing that hat for a long time, and that just takes time, you know. No. Look. Adam, I will cut you. Okay, like just put this out there right now. Okay, on live. Okay, Adam gonna get cut. Anyway, what I'm saying is, I hated that Abercrombie like sold their shit looking as if it had character. Like they had baseball caps that already had the tethered bill. That's some poser shit right there. That's some really like lame like lame aesthetics. Like I'm gonna buy a hat that already looks like someone else wore it for 5 years, just because I think a tethered bill looks cool. Man, like I can't think of anything like more lame. And I used to ask her about that. I was like, so well, yeah, I mean, her argument was that the clothes made by Abercrombie was more expensive because it was higher quality. And I was like, you know, I look at all the stuff at Old Navy, and Old Navy has the same stuff. They're selling the same cargo pants and shorts. Yeah, I just dated myself by mentioning cargo pants and shorts. They have the same cargo pants and shorts, and the same shirts, same sweaters, same hoodies, same pullovers, uh, same fleeces. Remember when fleeces were a big deal? Anyway, so yeah, they had all these things, and her thing was, well, that's all nice and that's all fine and dandy, but the difference is the stitch count. And she like explained all this down to me to like a textile level, a level that I was not, prepared to hear. And she basically just explained to me the quality bar difference, and that's why they sell baseball caps for like $40 and sell cargo shorts for like $70 at the time, which I can only imagine what that is now. But yeah, like $70 cargo shorts that also have tethered edges too, by the way. All have like the little worn edges and like worn little straps and stuff like that. Ugh, gosh. Yeah, I always thought that was like so bad. Like, and then seeing all the guys wearing them, I'm like, man, you dudes are lame. But I'm so glad that all those fads kind of went away. Like, man, that was a dark time. That was when butt rock was a big deal, aka new metal, whatever you want to call it. I call it butt rock. It's Limp Bizkit. Ugh. I'm not gonna lie, I had a Limp Bizkit CD. I had one. There was that one, But yeah, so anytime I see any clothing that doesn't look right or it has bad stitching and stuff like that, I'm like, psh, walk it off, Old Navy. But it's you and I had stuff from Old Navy. It's not that big a deal. All right, I think this should have like a bit of a curve or like. Yeah, like that. That way we have some negative space between here and the arm. Yeah, like that. Let me see, maybe I need to bring up the this area here a little bit higher. Oh, we're gonna bring it up a lot higher actually, so that tethered edge is like here instead. Actually, what was the other one? It was Old Navy, American Eagle. That was the other one. I thought that was bad. That was lame shit too. I used to just walk right past those stores. I was like, this stuff sucks. Alrighty. So at least I got that part off the ground, but I need to have. Is that really all the way down there? Damn. Oh, that totally makes sense. Okay. Yeah, we getting there. Man, you know what's another character I really want to work on? I get tempted to every now and then when I see some cool concept art. Storm. Storm would be a really cool character to work on. But she gets done a lot in 3D, so like that's why I picked Madeline Pryor. I wanted to pick a character that I don't see a lot of in 3D. I do think though the next character I work on is going to be a really high display of organic and hard surface modeling. I don't have enough hard surface modeling in my portfolio. I think I'm going to mix that up a bit. I'm the reason I'm not grabbing everything in groups and moving all these points is because I kind of want to just see how things change and shift real time. All right, let's do that, and let's also do. More than likely for the diorama, I'm going to keep this same pattern. I'll just simulate the motion of it differently with a lot more pins, and to try to just keep it look like it's flowing and moving around. Like I want the cape as she's like walking in the diorama to look like there's wind blowing it, but it also looks like it has kind of a life of its own. Should be pretty neat. Alright, let's try this. Let's simulate that. That's pretty cool. It's really interesting to see how, like, it's interesting to see how some of these quick points change everything. Let me, you know what, I'm just going to delete this point. I don't like it. And I'm going to add one. Add two. Let's pull this part out more. So it looks like a tethered, like a real, like, no. Bring this back up here. Let's see, I think... Move away. There we go. Let's do that. Put that in here. Alright, we're getting there. Oh no, I lost the flip back that I had over here. Oh, that sucks. Remember I had this this part flipped back a little bit so the red was coming back over here. Ah, damn it. Yeah, because I changed the overall shape of the pattern, I lost, I guess, the excess folds that I had going on back here. Alright, I need to... Oh, let's see. What do we need to do?